Hey gents, in this video we're going to be covering another key concept that I really want you to get a good grasp of and a strong hold of in this initiation series before we move on to any of the other core training material in Gentleman's Mastery. And that is covering the power of intention. Now, this is really important, so please listen up. Now, this is a two-part video. Number one is the first part is with me here on the whiteboard, and then part two is actually I'm going to refer you to the second part of this video in the resource section. So there's going to be another link or another video embedded in the resource section below this video. So make sure you check that out after this one. And that is actually a snippet from a mastermind recording that I have done in the past where I covered a practical worksheet that you can go through that really covers the power of intention with more practical examples for you to master fully. But this is going to be about more of the bigger philosophical discussion, first of all, to help you get an understanding of the real deep importance of the power of intention and the power of it, and then how you can apply it into your life. And that's going to be in the second part. So why is the power of intention really important to grasp fully and master? Well, most of you probably would have gone through some training and you'd understand the raw concepts of the importance of focus in your life and paying attention and getting focused on what you're doing in the moment. And what we refer to here in focus really is all about channeling your attention into a singular focus point. Now, as you would know, when you have your focus divided, right, amongst 8 different things, you're only going to get small incremental improvements across all areas. Now, do not mistake this for my holistic, multidimensional approach in life. So I want to separate out these two categories and topics here. One is our attention of focus in the moment, in the present moment. So in regards to focusing on a specific task where you have an intention for an outcome in the moment, it's absolutely essential to be focusing on one thing to make sure that you amplify your results when you are focused on that specific thing in the moment. Because if you are spreading your attention too thin, you will not see the results that you're looking for. So that's why it's really important to just get focused when you are listening to these videos, when you're on the calls, whenever you're doing anything of importance in your life. If you've got your phone in your pocket buzzing away, if you've got multiple tabs open on your laptop, that's a shout out to most of you right now. Close them fucking down and get rid of them and just sit there and allow yourself to pay attention, because most of our overwhelm and our lack of results in life comes from our inability to just focus our attention and be presently aware, be here now, listening with your full focused attention and energy in this moment to get the result that you want. So that's what I'm talking about with really narrowing down your point of focus in the moment. However, the one thing isn't to be mistaken of either, because I do talk about, mastering all areas of life, okay? And in order to do so, we need to take a bigger multidimensional approach where we're looking at our mind, our body, our spirit, our relationships, our business, and that can be really overwhelming to focus on all at once, which is why I start with the bigger level perspectives and paradigms for how to approach certain things in our life, how to show up on a daily basis, how to view ourselves and the world, so we can get greater context, so we can simplify and make sense of our life, and then we can channel our focus into each category one at a time with specific focused attention. So it's constantly zooming out to look at the whole and the collective, and then zooming in to get really focused and really manifest and create results for ourselves in the key category that we're focused on at that present point in time. So you've probably learned all that. But number 2 is what I wanted to talk about. There's 3 components to intention. Number 2 is referring to the energy that you're directing into the focus point. So number 1, our way to enhance our level of focus to drastically increase our results is to simplify and focus on one thing in the present moment and eliminating all of the distractions around that. so we can channel our energy into it. The second leverage point, though, is to amplify the energy and consciousness, the level of consciousness that we're actually putting into the focus point. Because when we approach life and approach things with 50% energy, then we're not going to be as focused as if we were to put 100% of our energy behind that attention and focus point. Okay? So if you're ever feeling drained, if you're ever feeling fatigued, just fucking stop and go for a walk, do some push-ups, do some breath work, jump on a trampoline, get yourself fucking vibing and going. And if you're listening to this right now and you're lacking in energy, let's raise that energy up right now. And as you're listening, just fucking pump out some squats, pump out some push-ups, just get your body moving and hydrate yourself to make sure that you've got your energy behind your attention focus point. That's number 2. Number 3 is actually about the conscious intention we put behind the energy that we've got available to us, that we channel into the focus point of what we're trying to achieve at that point in time. So, for example, if you're sitting here listening to this video, it's not fucking enough to just be focused on this video. It's not enough to just have your energy channeled into this video on this focus point. It's essential to basically stack all 3, your focus point, your energy that you're channeling into the focus point, with a specific outcome in mind, your intention, okay? Now, it's really important. So you'll notice here, and by the way, I've got a quantum icon here for your intention, because your intention is actually what's bringing the quantum into the physical. When you use your intention behind what you're focused on to manifest and create results in your life, you're now working with the quantum realm to attract in and set the energy or the consciousness for the quantum realm to work in your favor when you're working toward producing results or achieving anything. And examples of intentions can be absolutely anything. So for your intention, I've drawn this diagram quickly here. You can see my exquisite stick figure. But your intention comes from 2 places. Your mind, which is your thought process, and your heart, which is your feeling, okay? So when you merge and you sync up your heart and your mind, you then purify your intention. Because if you're just driven by the mind with your intention, you can start to set intentions that are not true to you, that are not aligned with you, and that are not actually true intentions. So an example of what an intention is not are your desires. Desires are not intentions. Intention is really something when you want to make the most of what you're working toward in life. It's really important to purify your intention, because the more aligned you are with the higher energetic frequencies within this universe, aka you're tuning into the emotions of unconditional love, compassion for all, service for humanity, the well-being of yourself and everyone around you, including the earth, the animals. When you tune in and set your intention from that higher divine or source energetic frequency place, then the quantum will actually work much more in your favor. But when you set specific intentions that are manipulating, deceptive, that are anything but pure source frequency, anything other than a frequency or an emotion that's coming from your heart, then you can run into trouble, and that's where you create karmic cycles and loops for yourself in the future, and you actually delay your progress. So this stuff that I'm teaching you here, it gets quite advanced, and this is just scraping the surface, but I just wanted to put that disclaimer in there that it's really important that we dismantle the ego and that we don't set intention from an egoic place, because now we're fucking with the quantum realm from a place of ego, which can create and attract all sorts of shit in your life. So nothing to be scared of. It's just important that you show up with raw authenticity when setting intention for anything. So your intention then is about merging your thoughts and your mind with your heart, and you can do that by tapping in and doing breathwork strategies, which I'll teach you in another video. But if you want to just practice it for now, essentially all you need to do is just quieten your mind, and to do that, you just need to tap into your body, get your breath flow going, and then tune in. And you can even put your hand or your like literally your hand or your fingers on your heart to like create that connection and sync up these 2 points. And then the energy will start flowing back and forth between the two. And then when you set an intention to accomplish something, the final caveat to being successful in setting your intentions is to do it from a place of non-attachment. So you have an outcome in mind, right? That you are moving toward, that you are manifesting, that you're creating. But when you attach yourself to it, where you put it on a pedestal, where you idolize the outcome, you're going to repel it due to your energetic attachment to it. So when you set the intention, it's important to set the intention and then let go, disassociate, let go of the attachment to it. And that's where you actually create a really magnetizing, attractive pull toward that outcome that you would like and that you've intended to achieve. So notice how the intention is separate from desires. Like you can desire something, but when you desire something, you actually create attachments to that thing, and that creates the repulsive energy in achieving the outcome. So this is pretty simple. I'll leave it here for now. Please watch the next video in the resource section and go through that. Go through the worksheet that I outline in that workshop as well. And then the idea for intention will really start to come together. So in saying this, if you really want to enhance your results in life, if you want to get started, start by just isolating your focus in the present moment. If you really want to amplify results in your life, start by channeling maximal amounts of energy into what you're focused on, okay? If you really want to fucking go quantum and blow the fuck up and really start working with some amazing tools and powers that you have access to, then start practicing setting your intention in every experience that you fucking have in your entire life, including what's your intention for watching these videos. You can get creative with it, you know? You can get so creative with it. What's your intention for the conversation you're about to have with someone? When you go in with an intention, you set and code in the energetic frequencies for that interaction, that experience that's about to happen. It's like you're literally pre-programming the experience that's about to take place, because you're taking your consciousness from a higher realm and you're channeling your intention and energy into that experience with your intended outcome. And then you just need to sit back and watch it all take place. So this stuff gets really, really cool. The more you work with this, you will soon start to pick up on like how your energy and how your focus point, your energy and your intention actually does manipulate matter and experiences around you. It's fucking wild. It's fucking insane. So be patient with it. If you set the intention for something and you don't see results in a week, just chill the fuck out. You know, you're just getting started with it. So be patient. Keep this in mind. This is a core concept for everything else we're going to be doing in Gentleman's Mastery, in any program, in any call I have. If you come into any interaction without intention, don't expect amazing results, because that's just you denying a core law of the universe in how we create our realities here on Earth. So if you want to participate, if you want to be a co-creator in this reality, start with focus, then start practicing energy. Then when you're comfortable with both, start by setting your intention behind what you actually want to accomplish, and you're going to run into some pretty cool things. Anyway, guys, that is it for this specific video. Go on to the next video in the resource section, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.